Jason Vonk. This is my fourth year doing Western Gymnastics at conferences. I'm at the University of Georgia, so I've been coaching college gymnastics for 7 years. Previously at George Washington University, before that at Yale. I have 7 years of experience owning the club and coaching the head coaching the competitive team. Coaching athletes from 3 and 4 year old advanced classes all the way up through, I had one athlete who went through the whole TOPS, Hopes development camps, became an elite, and then a year or so after I was in college, she ended up being on a national team. I started my coaching career at a recreational gym for the first 5 years. So I've seen this sport from a lot of different angles. The way that I'll talk about round-up handsprings, round-up handspring and layups today is really from a methodical, technical approach. So I feel like wherever you're at, whatever you're looking for, you'll at least pull some drills and pull some concepts, and hopefully maybe you'll have 1 or 2 aha moments that'll help you out in your coaching today. So personally for me, we just had a baby this summer. So Joseph Carter, he's 2 months old. Let me show you a picture. There he is. That's his thinking pose. So when you have your first baby, everybody's really excited for you. You know, it's this new stage of life. When you have your second, people are still, they're still excited for you to lose some of the edge, because it's not your first. When you have your third or fourth, people start kind of, oh, congratulations, but they're kind of thinking, hey, that's your choice, you want to have that many kids. And this is number 5. So that's when people really start looking at you sideways. We have 5 boys. And this one was a surprise. So people ask me if I know how that happens. So I want to tell you something. A comedian, I heard a comedian, it's very true. He said, if you want to know what it's like to have 5 kids, imagine that you're drowning and someone throws you a baby. And that's what my life's like this summer. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about tumbling, and I want to just start real quick with, this is my coaching philosophy pyramid. I'm going to start at the top of the pyramid. When I first started coaching, it was all about teaching kids skills, and I had a really good coaching beginning with a great club, and definitely learned doing drills and all that kind of thing. But I'll move down to the bottom. What I've learned is the reason that I do this is to develop a whole person. We're impacting people's lives. I really believe USA Gymnastics slogan, begin here, go anywhere. There's not just in athletics, but there's so many things that gymnastics helps whatever they do in life. And I just like to start off the lecture just saying that I like to just give myself a check every day and go make sure that I'm doing that. Because you can get so focused on developing a skill, or winning a meet, or getting moved up to the next level, or dealing with your parents, or there's so many things that can kind of distract you from the real purpose. The next one up that I've learned is if I focus on the shapes that they use, their form, their physical abilities, if I make that even more important than the skills and the drills, my end product is better too. So when I coach camps, I tease the campers, I tell them that I contracted a disease from another coach. And I tell them the disease is, if I see bent legs or flexed feet, it temporarily blinds me and I can't see the rest of their skill. I found that using that kind of principle, that if they don't have good form, that's the correction that they get. And they want other corrections, so usually they'll fix their form to get the other corrections. So I found that's actually a really simple, straightforward way to get better form and technique with your athletes. As soon as I start switching over to, okay, we're going to get this skill, and I start to let some of those basic parts go, that's when the end product doesn't get so good. So, and I really think that applies to every level. I started at a rec gym, but I wanted to make sure if my my little recreational gym just learned in Hartwell that somebody in their neighborhood would be able to know that they took gymnastics because that's right like you're playing toes with Hartwell. So, okay, enough of philosophy, on to the lecture. My goal is for you to get these 5 takeaways today. The first one is to line it up first. That has to do with the round off. I think if you focus on the alignment of the round off first, that you're going to get the best end product. And it's something I try to always go back to make sure that they're going nice and straight. Scoop for speed. So the way that they turn over the round off, the way that they scoop through, is going to increase their speed. Whether they're a strong athlete or a weaker athlete, this really helps. The power of prerequisites, that's the idea that it's something to do with expectations. We'll talk a little bit more about prerequisites. And rotating the whole body backwards, just principles of rotating. Once you're flipping, what you can do to keep your flip rotating faster. Setting, and setting is more than getting your arms up. That's for back tucks and layouts. And then just tumbling up, being a preparation, and not only preparing for the skill, but it helps you guys as a coach determine the readiness for the skill. All right. So we'll pull up the first video again. The first video is.
I can't see it. I can't either. Oh, yeah.
First video is about alignment. I'm going to let it play through, then I'll talk about it, and I'll play through it again. Or play through parts. So I have them do a side cartwheel where everything stays completely sideways. For alignment purposes, I just find it simpler than if they do a front to back cartwheel. They just stay sideways. I can easily see if their arms close, if their hips tight, if their head is pulling different directions. The first thing that I do to get them to get pretty good alignment on this is just get their eyes and head looking straight forward, have them pick something out of the wall, or I'll even stand there and have them look at me. So this is athletes who have a cartwheel. I'm not saying I teach a side cartwheel first, but when I'm starting to move towards a round off, I really want this good side cartwheel position. This is a cat arch shape. I'll show it again later. It's the first shape that I have them do to think about how they're scooping. Basically, that shape is I have them lift their upper body up in a hollow, leave their feet down, and then press their tail end off the ground. It's kind of a exaggerated flatness, and we'll use it for the set too. But that arms down flat hip shape is the first shape that I have them finish in for a cartwheel or round off. We're not going to end up there, but it helps with alignment. So I just have them push and do walk backs in that shape. We'll see that again later. That's a military chin flat back. So I want arms in front, hollow back, chin pulling, flat hips. That's the first thing I'm doing with their alignment. So we're going to work towards a cartwheel step in, walk back. That stands up with the arms down, pulls the chin back, and is real nice and hollow in the chest. I just find that what I'm looking for is a front to back cartwheel where you can actually see the side cartwheel in the middle. That helps them with good alignment so they go straight down the line. And I like them to do a late step in. Traditionally there's two training lines of thought about it. One is you bring your feet together in the middle and you snap down. That's a less common technique. People use it. That's not the one that I prefer. The other technique is that as you're turning your body, you're also snapping your feet together, and that happens a little later. I find that helps with alignment, and it helps as they're snapping their legs together, they're also snapping to stand up, and it helps that up. why they're doing that there. So they start sided and they snap it late. So we do side to back cartwheel, side to back cartwheel flat back. This is all beginner before they ever do a roundabout. That was front to side. So I isolate both front to side, side to back, and then we put it all together. So I probably got ahead of myself. I'm trying to actually incorporate the roundoff really late in the process. I heard Dan Baker and Holden lecture say he doesn't let his rec coaches teach a roundoff. They teach purple step-ins. And then once they get to their team, they can learn the roundoff. And I like that philosophy. Just the idea that if they start doing the roundoff too soon, you're correcting mistakes their entire career. So I would really recommend starting it this way. I'll talk about it later. My first connecting thing is back handspring, not roundoff back handspring. Because that gives me a little more time to teach the roundoff right. This position here is just, I think it's traditionally called a mountain climber. I have the arms not fully up by the ears at this point in time. Eventually they won't hurt all the way arms up at their ears. But I do start beginners for that alignment. It's just easier for alignment to start with their arms by their ears. And then as they progress into it, I have them, as they go into the mountain climb, they round. Technically, arms are by their ears there, but the rounding shape is putting the arms, instead of being vertical, they're starting to be more horizontal. So that's the mountain climb. This is what I'm building to. All the drills up to this point in time were for this purpose. I want to get the athletes to be able to start tall, slide to a mountain climb, cartwheel step and walk back, where if I freeze framed it, I'd see a side cartwheel in the middle of it, and where the step in happens late, it helps them snap up. A military chin helps them lift their chest at the end. So that's what I'm going for, and then I'm going to do that for a long time and keep correcting it while I'm working other parts of tumbling and before I'm doing the roundoff. So I'll show that again. So slide them up, climb, and they snap out of their legs. They're really springing out of that mountain climb position. This is the same thing, but to their back, and there's a block there to help them feel and put their knee down to the mountain climb. And then, like I said, finally we're going to teach the roundoff, but here, notice how I had her stay side cartwheel as long as possible, and then snap it late. And then same thing there. So this is what I'm slowly building to the roundoff. We're not running into it. We're doing it in an isolated situation, giving them plenty of space to fall so they really have time to do that ending late snap-in motion that I'm looking for. And then we're slowly moving into a level surface. And then when we had the hurdle, I had a pause there, so they still feel that mountain climber shape. I'm going to just play it through again, but I'll just move on. I know some of you like to see the video again. So when I'm first teaching the roundoff, I'm teaching it for alignment, and at that point, I'm actually like the roundoff kind of long. It's easier to line something up when it's long than when it's short. As soon as it's short, you can start to close shoulder angles and change shapes. There's a bird in here.
Yep.
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, I start long, and then as you see the next section of lecture, we go to short. Here's the idea behind that. If my feet have to get over my head, and they have to scoop underneath me for the roundoff back handspring, it's like a rainbow, right? Well, if my feet left about here and they finish about here, that rainbow has to be about like that. But if my feet start here and they finish 7 feet that way, that rainbow's a lot longer, which means your feet have have to travel farther, which means if they're not very strong, that's going to be slower. So eventually I'm trying to shorten my round off because that's what creates speed. All right? In the round off the springboard, on the floor, you can use that power for three things: height, distance, and rotation. Okay? The round off is a rotational element. We don't need height on it. We need to go really high. We don't need distance for the most part on those things unless they're too far away from something. They stretch it out. It's not a distance, so it's all about rotation. So if we give some of that power to height or distance, we're losing it for rotation. So that would be the next step we're going to talk about here. Any questions about any of that, the steps that they're doing along the way in this?
Do you have any on where the arms go?
You mean hand placement?
Well, hand placement, but also when they finish, like their natural steps on the and stuff like that.
Dropping their arms? Yeah, we'll talk about that in the next slide. Yep, and I'll talk
What
about
about hand placement and roundabout?
hand placement around. I'm glad you asked that because it's not part of the lecture, so I'll mention it real quick. I start sideways, both hands sideways. Okay? And I found with gymnastics, I'll have like my starting place, and then it might move to something else. I'll have my favorite technique, and then I adjust it for different athletes because some athletes are tall, some are short, some have quick twitch, some are slower. So I don't get too stuck on that. So I start sideways. I have had athletes turn that second hand in. I find that sometimes the elbow bends. I also find that they're more likely to reach across. I teach it this way, and some kids naturally do it. And as long as it doesn't go across, I don't fix it. This way is typically not good for a round off. However, I do that at home. If they're doing a super hard on a tree, I do that at home. And it's because they can really hit with that hand harder. And my goal is to do a Kazamatsu, it actually comes back forward anyway, so it doesn't put too much stress on the elbow. If you want to know more about that, you can ask after the lecture. I got one off on that. But. All right, let's go to the next part here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to shorten the round off for rotation. Okay? There's two things that I do to shorten the round off for rotation. The first thing is drop the arm. I'll come back to that in a second. The closer the hand is to the foot, the shorter it's going to be, right? Now, I start with alignment because as soon as you put the hand close to the foot, you have tendencies to get all crooked. So we'll talk about that. The second thing to do is to scoop your feet through. And that's where traditionally, I even have an athlete at a tops camp, and they're trying to get them to snap down perfectly straight with their arms by the ears. This was a long time ago. Traditionally, that's what we've taught. We've taught coming up, around up, coming out of the back handspring, and you're really straight, a little hollow. But now they're teaching arm drop and pike, and this will show why. First of all, what I'd say about that is to come completely straight, you have to be pretty strong, right? So you would think the strongest athlete in the world, they're probably doing it that way, and then the weaker athletes drop their arms and pike. That's actually not what's going on. So this is just pulling against a rafter and just kind of pulling in that shape so they can feel it in their upper back. This is Simone Biles, who I would think should be strong enough to do it straight. However, she doesn't. She drops her arms and she fights. And I've slowed down so many athletes, and they all do it. We're telling them to do one thing, but they're actually doing a different thing because that's what works. So I've heard that called the super scoop, so I like that term. I call that the super scoop. So you should round off and super scoop. Here it is on ball, same thing. The shape is not quite as tight. And I found that helps athletes. For some skills, I want them to scoop really deep for more rotation because it takes longer to get out of it and it shortens it. For others, other skills, they're not scooping as deep. This is just handstand step down to sit so they can feel that. Okay, so that's the long cartwheel step in. remember I said when I'm first teaching it, I'm doing length, so I have good alignment. And then then I'm shortening it. That's kind of stage 2 of teaching the roundout. So you'll see it, the athletes here, they do the long cartwheel. That helps them get good alignment. They can do that on the line and usually be pretty straight if I train it well. But then there's the short cartwheel. You see the difference in rotation there? So they're just going to have more power to get into their back handspring. This is my favorite drill for that. They do the mountain climb. I put the I'll show. I have another slide. I'll show it, but this is so that they feel the whip open from that. So 2 things happen when you super scoop. Just like a back tuck is easier than a back layout, if you get into that deeper shape, you will rotate faster in your roundout. The reason you want to rotate faster in your roundout is when you get your feet through, you punch the floor. If you don't get your feet through, instead of punching the floor, you have 2 choices. You either block the floor and you go up really high in your back handspring, you stay in the same place, or you bend your legs and squat through and you lose power. So if you can scoop your feet through, you can punch the floor and have more power. So that's one reason we super scoop. The second reason is, in this shape, I've loaded a good position for shape change. Gymnastics is all about shape change. You don't do a giant on a women's bar straight all the way around the bar. You shape change because it gives you power. You set in an open position and then you pull into a tuck. The shape change creates rotation, creates power. All right? So now if you're in this deep super scoop, you can shape change, opening into your back handspring, and you just create a rotation. So you not only set them up in a better position to punch, you also set them up in a better position to create rotation. This is just having them feel, I want them to feel, I call it the whip open. Super scoop whip open is what I say. So they should feel themselves really push through their toes, hop their hip, and let their chest open. So this is just one. She's pulling in the super scoop and then whipping open. Here she's sitting in the super scoop, whipping open the handstand. Super scoop, whip open. That drill that you just saw, I would love for them to be able to do that every day. The problem with it is I found that I have to tailor it to the exact height of each athlete for it to move well. So I would do it one day so they get the feeling and then find the whip open feel other way.
Can you play that last video so we can get all the way through?
Yes. Let me show this one and then I'll do that. So this is just one drill I have. You kind of saw it, but you see the setup here. I have the block to drop your knee to, so it's their back knee touches the block. That way they feel the mountain climb. I'll talk about the cartwheel step in detail. So I want them to feel their back leg mountain climb. The purpose of that is not to bend your leg. The purpose of that is to spring out. Some of them will bend their leg and they never use it. So sometimes I say mountain climb or spring. I want them to spring out. Okay, so that's the first piece that's happening there. The second piece is I have that mat turned sideways and her foot's going to slide along it to get her into the mountain climb. And I'm going to ask her to put her hand on the same mat because it's not very far away, so she has to drop her first up. Which could tend to put them crooked, and that's why I have a line underneath. They still have to stay in the line. Second hand is going to go on that yoga block right there. So I can put that yoga block exactly where I want to put their hand down, and they can't go too far crooked. And then they're going to step in on I just have a Velcro beam there. And then they can go to the super scoop shape and fall back to the wedge back. When they fall to the wedge, they should feel like a pulling, a holding, kind of dragging in that shape before they go. So those are all the parts. And I found this is my favorite side station that I want to use as much as possible once I've moved from the alignment long cartwheel to the short roundout. She can spring out a little faster. I feel like she springs out of the mountain climb a little slow. I'm looking for a little more quickness there. Remember I said it's not just to go down, it's to spring back up out of it. through as I talk about the